Oh yeah, I also want to record this. Oops, okay, yeah. It only lasts the first 6 minutes, but, you know. It's just me rambling anyways. So, no hard feelings. Alright. So we're gonna play and... Oh, I need to switch over to the gameplay. That might help. That might help to show the game capture. There we go. Okay. So, I guess back to the main menu here. Nothing super special, even in the settings. Pretty, basic stuff. I haven't really changed a lot of it, but we can go into that here in a moment as well. But we're going to go ahead and hit a new game. We got our little cast of characters here. We'll get to know all of them very soon. I also love the characters in this game. If you really liked the characters of Baldur's Gate 3, you're going to like these characters as well. I feel like their relationships aren't as well built out as in Baldur's Gate, but, I mean, this was an indie Kickstarter game compared to Larry and Wizards of the Coast money, so what you gonna do? I do like all the individual personalities of these characters, though. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is where I was talking about with the customization. They of course have just standard levels of difficulty that you can pick from, and they have settings according to that. So, like a normal, if you see here, damage to the party is only at 80%. So, when an enemy unit rolls a dice, it'll just hit. It'll take like 0.8% of that, and that, or not 0.8, 80% of that, and that's what the damage to your character is. So, like with critical hits, it's set to weak for normal. So, weak damage bonuses are not multiplied on critical hits suffered by your party. So, the damage isn't what you would expect a critical hit to be. What I played on originally was easy. So, this has critical hits off altogether, and it's only 40% of the damage. And they do have one lower than that as well, the story mode. So, it, like in critical hits are off, 20% damage to the party, all of that good stuff. But I think this one we're going to play on as normal. If you're a newbie to the Pathfinder system, definitely would recommend trying easy first. But yeah, now that I've got my difficulty set, we can kind of go down the list and see what everything does. So like we were saying with critical hits, for normal, it's weak damage, so it doesn't have that critical hit multiplier. Death's Door is kind of a cool mechanic here. So when this option is enabled, a character and companions will not die after suffering a deadly injury and will instead receive a Death's Door condition. If they suffer a deadly injury while under the effect of this condition, they will then die. If your main character dies, the game's over. Certain conditions and effects can kill a character without triggering Death's Door. So basically, if you're in combat and you receive an injury that would down your character, instead they go down and they stay down for the remainder of combat. But at the end of combat, they'll go ahead and get their little butts back up. So it is nice, especially, like, it's a little more forgiving than just having your character just flop over dead. So I usually like playing with it on. It gives you like a second chance. It is a little annoying though, because the only way to remove the Death's Door condition is to have like a specific healing spell that isn't available to a lot of characters, and usually it's my scrolls for it. The scrolls are pretty pricey, or you have to rest at your capital. This will make more sense like once we get into the gameplay, but I do like playing with that on. Oh, this as well. Dead companions rise after combat. With this stitch on, neither you or your camera companions will ever die from any damage or effect. They'll only become unconscious and won't rise when combat's over. So if you don't want to play with death at all, you can switch that on. Remove negative effects on rest. This opinion switched on. Blindness, ability damage, and numerous other negative effects will be removed upon resting. I'm conflicted about this. I think I'm gonna leave it off, and then if it gets too annoying, I'll switch it back on. I'm the kind of person, like, I get kind of impulsive with, like, my choices when playing strategy games, so sometimes I switch between, like, wanting something challenging, or it's, I'm at the end of this dungeon, I've used everything, and I am not going back to play another hour if I fucking die here, so we're going to switch it to easy mode and just beat this boss because, for God's sakes, I'm tired, and I don't want to redo this. Water there. Auto level up. This is an interesting one. So, with the leveling system, it's similar to D&D. This is one of those options that I would say, if you're not familiar with Pathfinder, to turn on. Just because it gives you basically pre-built characters that the developers like believe you can succeed in the game with. I played it with it on for my companions on my first playthrough. So I leveled up my main character manually, and then my companions would level up via the auto system. It does give you like a set of spells and different things like that, and abilities that makes sense, so that you can sort of just run through everything and then learn what the spells that the developers programmed to be on the auto level ups do, which is very useful. Kind of takes away that like decision fatigue of playing like a new game or new system, so that was really nice. I think I am gonna play with it off for this playthrough, because I'm feeling feisty. I'm feeling like I can do it myself. We will see if I regret that decision down the road. But like I said, all these settings you can adjust at any time through the game. So none of these settings are you pick it at the beginning and you can't change it. Enemy stat adjustment's another interesting one. So this is the difficulty or challenge of the characters. Or characters of the enemies. So as you can see on normal, like a lot of these settings aren't at like 100%, which is also interesting. I don't think they're at 100% until challenging. So it just lowers the DC of those characters. Enemy difficulty as well. So this lets you adjust the ability scores, AC, attack bonuses of the characters. I think we're going to leave that on normal. Party speed depending on the weight you're carrying, so this is encumbrance. I'm going to leave it off because encumbrance is kind of just annoying, especially in these games where you like pick up a bunch of junk and you have to manage your junk as a part of the gameplay, so I'm just going to leave it off. And then character retrain. If you played Baldur's Gate 3, you know about Withers, similar to that, where there's an NPC you can go and retrain your character on. Kingdom management. Now this is where I got a little over my head, and I'm hoping to manage the kingdom a little better in this one. But there is an option for turning it to a lower difficulty or auto. Now this is one of the modes that can't be disabled once you enable it. If you put your kingdom management on auto, it's just going to manage itself. So if you're just looking for an adventure, strategy, RPG game, that is an option as well if you're not interested in the kingdom management part. I myself really enjoy like management sims, so like City Skyline and different games like that. So I am definitely going to leave that on, see if we can manage our kingdom a little better this time. Let me see here. Only active companions receive experience. Self-explanatory. Only skill users receive skill check experience. Pretty self-explanatory. Immersive mode. This just takes off your hints and different things like that. And then show tutorial. Pretty self-explanatory as well. I'm gonna leave it on just because I'm a dumbass and I may forget different mechanics as we move along. But yeah, so I think we're pretty much just gonna leave it normal, as it says, and then move from there. But yeah. Next we have character creation. Yes. Okay, so this is a fun part. So there are some like pre-builds that you can select from. There's a fighter, paladin, ranger, sorcerer, or cleric. And if you notice here, they do give a description for like what kind of role each of these classes fill, which is really nice, especially once again if you're new to Pathfinder or TTRPGs in general. Gives you like just a quick little plug about like how these classes work. I am gonna go ahead and make a custom character though, because I think that would be fun. I think Hedwig is Hedwig is the one that they use in like most of the art though. So if you're looking to just like run through it and you want your character in that art, I think Hedwig is the one that they use for a lot of the concept art and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and make our champion from scratch. And if you couldn't tell from the avatar, I am a big fan of tieflings, so I think we're going to play a tiefling. I don't think I want to play the dark broody one though, so let's see who we have. There's a lot of fun characters. I think we're going to play this one, but just to click through and show a lot of diversity. There's basically an icon for every race. There's some fun guys. This is like, I played a half orc on my first playthrough, and that was the one that I picked. I really like this guy, but I don't think there's any bad choices. There's even like some older characters. This Pompous Wizard dude is fun. But yeah, just a lot of great options. I think we are going to go pet for this tiefling though. So yeah, so the concept art is just like for dialogue and stuff. That's the picture that shows for you. And then you do get to create your own character here. There's limited like customization, but I think each has like a couple of different body types, a couple of different faces. Usually small, medium, large. Ooh, that's cool. I like the burning eyes. That's what we're going to go for. And I guess we can try and match the skin tone from our picture there. Is it that? I don't know. It's a little more pinkish. Or purplish. I think we're going to go with that. And she's got sticky epi horns. Let's do these ones. Cool. She has shorter hair in the picture. There we go. Cool. Edgy. Fun. It does give you like a rundown of like your racial traits. So tieflings have some resistances. And you get to pick your tiefling heritage in Pathfinder. And there's some really fun options there. And then yeah, it just gives you a little blurb about what tieflings are in this world. But yeah, if you want to see the other races, there's Azamar, which are humans with celestial blood, whereas tieflings are human and fiends. So Those are like two sides of the same coin. You got half orcs, half elves, halflings, gnomes, dwarves, full elves, and full humans. So each course has their own racial traits and whatnot. Oh yeah, I guess we have to pick our stuff here. There. Sticky uppy horns. Short black hair. We're edgy, we're cool. Let's do this one. There we go. So definitely more limited character creation than some others, but this is where it gets really fun. There's a lot more classes available. So there's alchemist. You can pick different things. Grenadier. This section is Shurigan or Chirugian. I think it's like supposed to be pronounced like surgeon. Shurigan. It's a barbarian, bard, cleric, druid. This is also interesting. Some of the classes have alignment prerequisites. So like if you were to be a druid, you have to stay within these alignments or you lose your magic, like altogether. So let me see. It's telling me here. Alignment restriction. A druid who changes to a prohibited alignment loses all spells and druidic abilities, including her animal companions, but not including weapon, armor, and shield proficiencies. She can't, therefore, gain levels as a druid until she returns to a permitted alignment. So I don't know, that was kind of cool. It puts more actions behind, like, things you do. Okay, one thing here. Man. There's not too many. I think it's Druid. Inquisitor, he can't be an atheist. Same with Cleric. And I think Paladin. Yeah. And a Paladin, you have to be lawful good. So. Yeah, same thing. A Paladin who ceases to be lawful good loses all Paladin spells and features. I was thinking of playing a monk just because I enjoy playing monks. I don't think monk has a prerequisite as well that you have to be lawful good, neutral, or evil. I don't think. I think if you fall out of those alignments, you don't lose your abilities, but you can't gain additional monk levels. But yeah, definitely worth if you do want to play it, reading through and looking at all these different classes, especially if you're new to RPGs outside of D&D, because there's definitely a lot more classes that you can play as and a lot more specializations that you can do. It's really fun. If it is your first playthrough, I would definitely recommend sticking to like a martial class. So picking like a fighter, a ranger, a rogue, a barbarian. But there is our spoilers for future, I guess. But there is a barbarian who joins your party. Let's see if there's any others I would recommend for beginners. I think Sorcerer. Sorcerer you could probably do as a beginner if you're looking for something fun. If you like more of the magics. Wizard probably you could also manage, but anything that's a spellcaster is going to be a little more difficult. The other thing is, like, at higher levels, if you do like dual classing, is there are some higher level things you can do with dual classing. So like Dragon Disciple, um, Arcane Trickster, Stalwart Defender, Duelist, Aldori Swordsman. So like you can like build with specific like things, so you can like multi-class into these other classes later in your playthrough, but they're not available to you off the bat. Actually, I want to look at these to see if. Oh yeah, and if there's anything where it like runs off the page like this, you can right click and it'll pull it up. But yeah, I'm interested in this Dragon Disciple thing. That sounds kind of fun. So no archetype. You can't be a sorcerer. You can't have any of these following bloodlines. Or it doesn't have the following features: bloodline or that. But you have to be able to spontaneously cast arcane spells first level. You need to have a knowledge of Arcana of 5. What does this do? Plus 2 strength, dragon bite, you get breath weapon, nonsense. It seems like you just get real buff. Oh, you know what? There's a character in this. His name is Gongar. I bet he would spec into this pretty well, because his whole thing is like, he is a spellcaster, but he uses swords and shit too, so like he's usually front line. I bet he would class really well into this. I think he's a sorcerer though, so I don't know if he'll be able to. Are there other sorcerer classes in that? Oh, so I guess if you're a base sorcerer, you can do it. So, like, base sorcerer into Dragon Disciple. What's Mystic Theurge? Get Divine Spell Casting. Arcane Spellcasting combined. Mystic Theurge can prepare and cast from one of his spellclasses available slots. That sounds complicated. I don't want to get way too over my head and like build something that like I can't play. Oh, excuse me. Let's pick one Aldori Swordlord. On no singular path, some of those take the blade, only doubles use. Dazzling Display. Death Strike. Bam. I think my goal is going to be to try to spec into one of these. But we will see. I guess I could play a rogue and then spec into Arcane Trickster. That might be fun. Might be cool. I don't know though. I think I'm gonna start as a monk. And then, like I said, we can respec later if we want to. Ooh, we need more dark broody colors. Yeah. Continue our dark broody vibe. What do you think? Ooh, that's kind of fun. I like that halter top. Scaled Fist with Scaled Fist. Steeped in traditions that trace their origins to warrior monks who trained under the tutelage of draconic masters. Scaled Fists skew passive introspection in favor of unshakable confidence. Scaled Fists learn to combine brutal intimidation with brazen ferocity of an ancient worm to decapitate their foes. That sounds fun. Sensei, Fear Teacher. Get Inspire. Oh, that might be cool. Inspire Courage. Oh, so you get like Bard spells. That's kind of nifty. The fifth label. Oh, immunity to all diseases. That's kind of fun. Traditional Monk. Traditional monks walk the strict path of discipline which thousands of predecessors trod before them. They sacrifice their freedoms to choose their power in exchange for steeled willpower and the trust of traditional abilities. Sounds like it's sticking in the mud, but let's see. Stunning Fist Fatigue. Stunning Fist Sicken. Invasion. Purity of Body. Key Power. Oh, so this is where you get key points. Key Strike Magic. What do you get with the Scaled Fist? Bonus feat, fine. I like bonus feats. Sickening Fist. So it looks like you get a bunch of bonus feats as the Scaled Fist. You still get this Fatigue and Sicken. You see bonus and Arm Strike. Mystic Powers. I think I'm gonna do Sensei. That seems like fun. You get to like get some Bard spells too. That sounds like fun. Alright, let's do Sensei. Oh yeah. So these are the heritages for the Tiefling. So you can just be a run-of-the-mill Tiefling. Each different thing has different pluses and minuses too, or pros and cons. So like the baseline Tiefling, you're of an uncertain heritage and have a bonus to dexterity and intellect or intelligence, but a negative to charisma. But you get a +2 for persuasion when used for bluff and stealth checks. They can resist energy spells once per day. They do not suffer a penalty to their charisma if they have levels in Sorcerer or Eldritch Scion of an Abyssal or Infernal Bloodline. Excuse me. Spite Spawn. An innate sense of jealousy and pure malice drives Spite Spawn to spread misery and despair. Unable to experience joy themselves, they devote their lives to promoting gloom, all the while hiding the hatefulness that lurks at their core. They get +2 to dexterity and charisma, -2 to intelligence, +2 to persuasion when used for diplomacy and knowledge world checks. They can use a sound burst once per day. They add 1 to the DC of saving throws against enchanted spells they cast. Shackleborn are fascinated by mutilation and torture. Though they prefer to practice their cruel arts on others, they accept that sometimes the wheel must turn and greet their own moments of anguish and confinement with odd serenity. Shackleborns have a +2 racial bonus to Constitution and Charisma, -2 to Wisdom, +2 bonus on Mobility and Persuasion when used for Intimidate checks. They can use a web spell once per day. They gain a +1 natural bonus to AC. Interesting. Pitborn. Delight in destruction, especially when unleashing their havocs on others considered valuable or precious. Perhaps because of this volatility, others tend to simply defer to Pitborn, an act that often grants them dominance they crave. They have a +2 to strength and charisma, -2 to intelligence, +2 on trickery and perception. They can use Stone Call once per day. +2 racial bonus on all rolls to confirm critical hits. Oh, that's kinda good. Motherless. No woman survives the birth of a babe whose Quillpoth ancestry has emerged. At best, Quillpoth spawn rip their mothers apart during labor. At worst, they tear themselves out even earlier. Motherless have a +2 racial bonus to strength and wisdom, -2 to intelligence, +2 racial bonus on mobility and lore checks. They can use the blur spell once per day. They gain a secondary bite that deals 1d6. That's fucking terrifying. But okay. Hunger Seed. Endowed with brawny muscles and thick bones, Hunger Seed always seemed poised to explode into some larger, more powerful form and have a voracious appetite for sensory pleasures and carnal delights. +2 to strength and bonus, -2 to charisma, +2 racial bonus on persuasion checks. They can use visibility once per day. Gain +2 racial bonus to combat maneuver checks in combat maneuver defense. Hellspawn, self-explanatory, +2 constitution wisdom, -2 to charisma. I feel like we're gonna want charisma, so I don't think I'm gonna be Hellspawn. Demon spawn. +2 minus, so nothing to charisma there. +2 Bolt spawn. Beast Brood. I mean, that might be good for us. Beast Brood have a +2 racial bonus to dexterity charisma, -2 to wisdom, and +2 on perception and persuasion. They can use blindness spell once per day. They gain damage, reduction, 2 to piercing. I think I will do that. Cause yeah, now that's, well, saying they want wisdom. And maybe we can fix it. We just have to use some ability points. Alright, now the fun stuff. Let's do 18 for dex. This is another thing. Once you... So, if you notice here, I go back to base. So it says I have 17 points. +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. But if you notice, now it's going to take 2 points to get it up higher than that. So up 3. And it'll tell you how many it takes. So I'm going to leave our dex at 18, Constitution at 14. Let's do, yeah, Wisdom at 14. I think that'll be good. And we start with 3 skill points. And I think we're going to want to do Mobility, Athletics, and Persuasion because we're the main character. I think that'll be good. Cool. And then it does tell you here like how that shakes out to your armor class and saving throws. And what goes into each of these modifiers. So it tells me what my melee is, what my ranged is, and then like my combat maneuvers as well. My initiative. So, good stuff all around. And if you like any of these, you scroll over, it'll just sort of tell you what each of those do. Alright, now the monk stuff. Alright. strength modifier. I don't think we'll necessarily want that. I think we're gonna go ahead and do a weapon focus. I'm gonna do quarterstaff. Let's go ahead and do quarterstaff. And then we get to select I'm gonna do deflect arrows, that sounds fun. It's one of my favorite mod things to do. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. Oh yeah, voice.
Interesting. Strike with all your might! This doesn't suit me. We cannot be defeated. My skills exceed yours. I will see this through.
Wherever my legs carry me, the road calls me.
We shall overcome!
I failed. Let us be careful. Let us bide our time.
I won't take that. Let's move already. None shall escape.
This will hurt.
Enemy approaching! Someone else would make better use of this.
Hey, have a look! With grace? Away, you rascal! What's that glitter? Cover me! Hesitation is...
I'm gonna go reserved.
Aim carefully.
My skills exceed yours.
And then we gotta make her notorious. For obvious reasons. Alright. It's a good... I feel like we need like a hippie-ish name, so we'll have a Willow. Alright. Let's get into it.
No contest.
And it does, every time you level up, you get this screen telling you like what you have levels in, and giving you sort of just a rundown of everything that you just got. So since we're just starting, it's telling us everything we just got. Alright, let's go. We're getting into it now, guys. Almost an hour later, but we're getting into it.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! It didn't even say what this was for, just said the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
I love Amiri so much. She is my chaotic wife.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet!
Lindsay! Lindsay's another one of my favorites. I love her too. All the characters in this I adore. Now here is main mommy though.
Greetings, everyone.
Mommy.
I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless. Exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Another nice thing is if any of these like highlighted words, if you click them, they'll like give you a little blurb. So if you start getting lost in all the names, it's like if you forget what a sword lord is, you can pull it up and it'll tell you like a quick blurb. So that's really nice, especially like when you start getting later in the game and there's a lot more to keep straight in your head. They do have just little blurbs that you get to read, and it's nice to have little footnotes. Okay, so I feel like I'd be like, why? Who is going to get this?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of the
Artugio!
team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Harem is the local Eeyore. He's literally like a cleric of Eeyore, basically.
If I may please answer the question.
You tell him, Jamandi.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around,
Artugio is
whatever it
the
is you do.
rude dude of the bunch, so it's a fun
Of
guy.
course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Yes, mommy.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
What
And
reward can we
what
expect?
reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
Yosef, let me ask my questions, buddy.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial
That
support
sounds
for you to
nice.
establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Sure.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Alright.
Now you're talking.
What's this? I'm like triggering all the time. We raise it just a little. Raise it up a little more. There we go. I think that is a little better. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest.
Enjoying my kitty cat?
You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition.
Alright.
I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov,
Okay,
and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Sure, you see.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I'm Willow. It's pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. It doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think
Fair.
you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Oh my.
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Good question.
I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
The horrific scythe lady is fun. We'll meet her here soon. How about that barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little.
Fair.
But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree. Alright, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
I really like Lindsay. Let's see who else we have here. Oh, here's Scary Scythe Lady. What game is Jamandi playing? I'm not used to feeling like a pawn. Let's see who else we have. Oh yeah, here's Harem. The expedition is surely doomed. Amiri. Finally, the idle talk's over. Can't wait to set out. Tartuccio. Tomorrow our glorious journey begins. Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need layabouts on my team. Rude. Jamandi, Mami, Keston is another fun guy. You can hit tab to look at stuff. A large map of Brevoy that's surrounded, dotted with multiple cryptic marks and notes. Is there anything else for us to look at? Did our skin color get... Oh no. Oh yeah, our skin color got changed. That's weird. I wonder if it's because of the type of tiefling we chose. Weird, but okay. I don't know if there's anybody else to talk to. Let's just look around. Alright, I think we're good. So, we'll come out here. Oh yeah, there's Casey. Northern architecture is very beautiful, but very heavy. In my native land of Quadra, palaces are furnished quite differently. Alright, I think that's everybody we had to talk to, so let's turn in for the evening.
Help! Help!
What? Oh no.
The
What's
mansion's
going
under
on?
attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Oh dear. Alright. So combat. This is kind of fun. So there's two ways to do combat. Oh, actually, it's going to go into it. So it gives you a brief rundown of how it works, armor classes, damage, attack rolls. If you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, this part is very similar.
Enemy near.
Okay, so you can either do combat, turn-based mode, gives you the rundown. They'll all be by initiative, and you'll have your all your actions. This is where Pathfinder and I can click that. Oops. Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons starts to diverge a bit. So one, you can move 5 feet, and then do an action, and then you also have a standard action and a free and swift action. A lot of that is not going to matter right now. We're at the very beginnings. A lot of that's not going to matter because we have very basic things that we're able to do. Your abilities live here. I'm gonna put my Treat Affliction. Moralize, put those on the bar. Inspire Courage. I'm going to put my Stance over there. Blindness is a spell we can cast. I think that'll do. Or you can do it kind of like the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, where you can just do live play like that, and then cast things in real time.
Solid plan.
So kind of depending on the battle and how I'm feeling is how I'll choose which one I want to do.
Skills exceed yours.
If it's just a quick battle like that, usually like I'll just do the live mode, because it's not. I trust my character to just punch things until they die. I'll loot all this stuff. They're assassins! The assassins are here already! Quick, follow me! 1 second. 1 second. Let me just look around. I know we're in a rush, but also, we're going to be founding a barony here soon, and we're going to need bankroll for that, so... They've got someone! We have to help! Look, they're running! Get them! And what shall I do with this one? We'll finish him later. He won't get away. We're gonna do turn-based for this one. I think Lindsay fired. Oh yeah, Lindsay isn't ours control yet. Okay. Please stop stabbing her. Please don't stab her to death. Oh. Lindsay, come on. Yeah.
Aim carefully.
Fired and I missed. And I fired. I missed again.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Fantastic, Totuccio.
Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
I know this ring does something. I feel like I should just equip. I'm trying to think of what my character would do. Would I trust him and equip it? Or would I not equip it? To equip. Oops. There we go. Also, this is where you can track a lot of your different abilities and whatnot. Let's equip it. See, in this one we look the same. But why do we look... I don't know, I guess our colors look the same. Maybe it was just the lighting in that one scene. I don't know. Let's see these guys. This door is blocked from the other side. I'm just skipping through a lot of the tutorials, because I'm familiar with most of these things. I need to slow down. Please let me know.
They dare to attack me?
Alright. So... Oh yeah, now I got Tartuccio and his magic. So, one thing about the magic users... I'm gonna reorder these. I don't know how to order them like that. That's all of our spells, level 1. Oh, we've got more spells in here. Why are these not on here? 1 second, we're going to redo our action bar, because I'm crazy. And got Jolt. I can Daze. What's our utility ones left over here? Resistance. Touch of Fatigue. That. Light. Disrupt Undead. Flare. Light Burst. Okay. What's this one? So those are all my cantrips. I'll put level 1s here. And these are kind of like... I'll put more of our utility ones over here. Disrupt Undead. Okay, I think we're gonna put that over there. Cool! Alright, does this do damage or is this just... Okay, so that's more of a utility as well, so we'll put that over there. Alright, there we go. I think we can... So, when you're doing just like your main attacks, you can see like it lights up a little circle with the spell selection and has a little border around it. You can switch those to indicate which one you're going to use. So if it's like different enemies, you can pick different things. Oh, that's a touch, so I don't want to do that. Acid Splash, close range. Close range. Let's just stick with our Ray of Frost.
Leave this one to me.
Go for Tartuccio. Oh yeah, and it gets into a bit of the spell stuff here, and abilities, and things like that. So yeah, if you hit B, it shows you... Oh, he's a Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer. Very cool. Alright. Okay, he's running at us. Haha, got stabbed. So all of Lindsay's ones. Oh, she also has some these on the bar as well. I know, riveting gameplay, but it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't have this on there. Okay. So go ahead and inspire courage, Lindsay. Anything else we can do? I think that'll be it. Haha, he got hit. Me making fun of Tartuccio will make more sense here in a hot minute. I'm not just mean to him. He's a little bit of a jerk. little bit of a jerk.
Attack!
Alright. Oh yeah, he's in touch range, so why don't we use Jolt? Oh, we got an attack. Opportunity. Missed me.
Serves you
Shoot
right.
him. Aw, come on, Lindsay. If you want to see how like a live action thing plays out too, so you can pause,
You deserved it.
select the and then everybody starts casting spells in like real time and moving in real time. So kind of a fun way to play things.
Die already!
Any last wishes?
Also, you can pull up your bar.
Forwards!
There we go. Going to health a little bit. I'm gonna with these guys. I should probably heal Tartuccio.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Yes.
There we go. Hit backspace to select all your characters. I already know what that. Alright. Oh, there's blood everybody. Oh dear. Yeah, everybody's dead, Lindsay. I'm sorry. Tartuccio. Dude, read the room.
The path is clear.
Anything else? I can't believe it! That could have been us! Well, their adventure certainly has come to an end. Tartuccio.
Adventures call to them.
Once again, dude, read the room.
What troubles you?
I'll go ahead.
Just gonna take some of this stuff. Why not? Once again, we're gonna be founding a barony here soon. We're gonna need some cashola. Miri! I love her. Alright, let's go help her.
Aim carefully.
Let's make this quick.
We're just gonna autoplay this one, because I don't think we're gonna have any issues.
Attack!
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
Is that a promise? Sorry. Not sorry. Gorum, also known as our Lord in Iron, is a god of battle above all other pursuits. It is said that he would rust away into nothing if there was ever a time with no more conflicts to be fought. People believe that he is present in every iron weapon of the war that is forged.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
The savored sting, unquenchable fire, goddess of lust and revenge who takes on many faces and guises. She is held in high regard by elves who identify her mercurial moods and changeable nature. A fondness for wasps has earned this vengeful deity the title of savored sting. Such creatures live on after harming their enemies. A trait Callistra hopes to emulate a trait Callistra's followers hope to emulate while pursuing their goals. Interesting. There they are, the assassins. So generous, I'm afraid. Can't offer you the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug, get in here. What in hell's name is that? Oh dear. Well, that's fun. Guess we're following it. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I mean, it's just laying here anyways. They're just laying here anyways. Right? Right? Oh, fuck. The passage is blocked. You can't make your way through. Okay. One long way around. Skill checks. Alright.
Done.
Perfect. This is where I got stuck my first time, because I thought I had to do a skill check to get back over there, and, like, spent, like, 20 minutes running around trying to figure out if my game was broken or not. No. There's just another way that you have to go, so, that's fine. Alright.
This
Fuck
will
these
make
guys up.
pose and inspiration.
Fuck them up.
Time to get my hands dirty again.
Oh, fuck, he's
Out of
sneaking
my
up
way!
here. Can we all focus on this
Serves
one?
you right.
So stop sneak attacking me. When you do start this game,
Deserved it.
all your characters are going to miss a lot, and it's just something that
Solid plan.
you gotta live with. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I should save. I have not saved this entire time. Oh my gosh, I am a terrible saver. I, like, am the kind of person who will play a game for 5 hours and then lose all my progress because I was procrastinating going to get my charger and my shit dies. It infuriates my partner. It's like, you just have to hit F5. Just hit F5. You can do it. I'm like, you say that, and it sounds, on paper, very simple, but I am also stupid, and that is something that you have to take into the equation. Once again, I don't think we need this shit, but starting a barony.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
Tartuccio!
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
I think I would go with this. Stealing from a sword lord in her own mansion. She'll have our heads.
How would she know it was us and not the assassins? Unless someone planned on telling her.
Don't drag me into this. You do what you want, but
We're not taking shit. Why are we overloaded already? See, this is like one of those things. At least there's like a decent sorting system, so you can like drop your shit if it's too heavy. Is there anything we want to equip that we've grabbed so far? I don't think so, because I'm not wearing armor. That's the same as what I have. What about you? So this is an interesting thing as well. With this system, you have a chance, you can like equip more armor than like in the D&D system, so the chain shirt is like armor, but if you notice, it weighs more, and there's an arcane spell failure chance with it, and you also have like a max dexterity that you can reach as well. So like on Lindsay, we could equip the chain shirt, but it would double her chance of arcane spells failing. So I think we're going to leave her in what she's in now, which is just light leather armor. Anything else? I don't think so. So her crossbow's better. I'm gonna give her a set of daggers for up-close fighting in case she needs it. I don't think she will, but we're pretty early in the game, so you never know. Oh, also, I'm going to equip torches on her and me. This is another fun thing, is you can have, like, multiple weapon sets. So that's pretty fun. Like, hold a torch, you can do double. And everybody has their own weight limit thing. So, like, the equipment you put on everybody has to be under the weight limit for that character. So, just fun things. fun little things. Small key that opens the northern wing of the mansion. Okay. Alright, we dropped our heavy shit. We got some other things. That's what I was just explaining, thank you.
Oh, familiar faces. I
Hi,
hope
my
you're
dear.
not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
Oh my.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
Oh my.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later.
Priorities,
All you
Lindsay.
need to know right
Priorities.
now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get...
Okay,
Share your will.
we'll get to the traps. This is an interesting class. So this is the Inquisitor class. So it's kind of like a cleric, or I guess more like along the lines of a paladin. But your whole job is to like, how do they describe it? They chase down enemies of their like patron god. So like a lot of their stuff is like it's like a paladin rogue kind of, or a paladin assassin more like. So it's kind of fun. I am not great at playing with her. I want to get better. So I think we're gonna play with her a lot in this playthrough. We'll see. Once again, we gotta do her spell bar because she's got a lot of stuff that they just don't put on the bar for you. So we're just gonna. Also, there are secondary bars that you can pop out as well. So once again, probably won't matter so much for right now, but once we get down the road, it's gonna matter a lot more. Is light, acid splash, disrupt undead. Virtue. With a touch, you infuse a creature with a tiny surge of life, granting them 1 additional hit point. Oh, I didn't actually have like Healy stuff. Guidance. So let's do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna put all of my Buffy spells over here, including light, because that's like, so disrupt undead is like a utility. Daze is like a utility-ish, and her abilities. So judgment. Let's put all of her like Inquisitor abilities up here. Healing. Judgment Justice. Judgment Piercing. Judgment Protection. Purity. We're gonna read all these here in a minute, but I'm just trying to get my stuff on the bar here. That's everything. I'm gonna put charge here as well. Treat affliction. Can go here. What else do we have? Fighting defensively. I don't know, just, yeah, let's put that there. Next to charge, and then we'll space up, well, the spell action. I don't know, man. Wait, let's look at these. Distraction, Divine Wrath, +1 Sacred bonus on all weapon damage rolls. Increases by 1 for every 3 levels. Healing. Gains fast healing 1. Deals 1 point of damage per round as long as they're alive and the judgment lasts. Judgment of Justice. +1 on all attack rolls. Bonus increases by 1 per every level. Piercing. Makes spells more potent. +1 on concentration. Okay. Protective Aura. I guess we can like show this down to Purity. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways you can play this Inquisitor role, and I definitely want to like get more into it in this playthrough to see like how we can customize that. It seems really interesting. And I feel like in the past when I tried to play with her, she just dies real fast. And I think that's more of a me problem than the role problem. This bonus increases by 1 for every 5 levels. Resistance. Flickering Aura gains 2 points of energy resistance. Okay. And resiliency to magic. It's not kind of self-explanatory. So can I just cast these? I don't think so.
You have my attention.
Okay. So I'll roll like that for now.
We should move.
Look here.
Oh yeah, and whenever there's a trap, it'll like auto pause for you, and then you can just click to disarm it. The Lindsay's our only option right now, so she's gonna go do that for us. Is there anything over here before I forget? No. Okay. Alright, let's save and take a sip of water. Okay.
I've spotted something.
Disarm. Go, Lindsay, go. Go, Lindsay, go.
It's just not
Go.
my lucky day.
If they do fail to disarm it, you can just retry. If they do a critical fail, though, it triggers the trap, so that's just,
How curious.
let's go ahead and...
Our duty calls.
Applause, please.
got it, but we're not. Yeah, there's some stuff in here. I think there's more. There's more dead bodies, though. What are you dallying for? I don't know what that voice was. I'm telling you, Jamandi's cash has to be here somewhere. Well, hurry up before stop. Somebody's coming. Okay, so now that we're in combat, these are available to us. Let's try this one. Okay, and it just glows because we activated it. Can you charge?
Learn how to use it first.
Oh wait, let me switch to. Cause I wanna try to use that stuff. Do you need something? Miss Savvy, it's time for bed. You can go get a quick snack, but then you have to go to bed, okay? Alright. Let's see here. Who did we hit? We hit him. Oh, he's fucked up, so let's see if we can finish him off. There we go. And he exploded. That's fun. Got an attack opportunity. You ran the wrong way, my guy. That was the wrong way. What did they say? Something about a cache? Interesting. I think he said curious. Scrolls. Oh, this is another interesting thing. Not everybody can use scrolls. So, like, Janthal can, Tertuccio can, Lindsay can, but I can't. So, since I'm not, like, I'm an arcane class, I can't use scrolls. So, that's also just an interesting touch. So I'm looking at it. Do we have something we can update to? 30? Yeah, let's just leave that. is just retreat. Okay. Well, I've got the key. Oh, yeah. You ready to watch me struggle at a puzzle for way too long? That should be way easier than it is. I suck at these puzzles. Oh my god, it's going to be embarrassing to watch me struggle to do this, so just be ready. It's going to be a little cringe. Okay, so basically we have to get them all to point up and then point down, because there's this door and this door. What's up, kiddo?
I just realized that we forgot to do meds this morning.
That's okay, we'll do meds tomorrow morning, okay? It'll be good.
Yeah, but everything has to take off.
I know, but it's not the end of the world if we forget one day. Okay?
But what will the next day?
It'll be the same. Missing one day isn't too big of a deal, okay? Alright, I'll see you in the morning, though. Because now that it's nighttime, we don't want to take them until the morning, okay?
Yeah, because those are morning meds.
Yep. Alright, good night, my dear. I'll see you in the morning.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Alright, let's see if I can do this without struggling too hard. Okay, so he goes down. And then this way. Up. Alright,
The
let's
road
see.
awaits.
Okay.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Oh, almost, okay.
Observe the others, learn from their mistakes before they learn from yours.
No, you stay there.
Adventures call to them.
Nope, no, you stay there.
We should prepare.
No. Oh, okay.
What troubles you?
I hate this so much. I question if it's worth it, but it's the one that just moves by itself. So if you can get everybody else up. This is gonna be a hot minute, guys. I'm sorry. I am fucking. I said it earlier. I'm fucking dumb.
I shall not fail.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great? Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Speak.
It's not even that worth it. I just.
We should move.
Just letting the ink dry.
I'm dumb, and this is hard. And this makes my brain hurt. Fucking shit. Oh.
And so they walked on.
Request.
Up.
Anything is possible.
Up. Aha! We got one. Okay. Now we have to get the other one. I know there's like probably a big brain way to do that. That isn't just randomly clicking until you get it, but like...
And Lindsay was called for.
I don't know, man. Alright, now let's try to get them all to point up. Alright, Lindsay. Alright.
Time's wasting.
Okay, wait. Okay, so then...
Let us bide our time.
Okay. I think I got it. No, you stay there.
Adventures call to them.
Okay, those guys facing the same direction. But these guys facing the same direction. Up. No, not you. Up. Okay.
State your desire.
If anybody's getting tired of me being dumb, let me know too. I have you point down.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Yeah, you point up. No, not up. Go for that. Oh, I'm trying to get this. No. Need. You up. You up. Damn it! Fucking shit! Oh my god! Oh, my brain hurts.
I deserve better.
Just letting the ink dry.
So close.
Our duty calls.
I know you're not supposed to be silent on stream, but like literally my fucking brain is melting. Okay, we got one. I'm giving up. It's not that good of. No, I'm so fucking close. God, it's the fucking sunk fallacy. Like fucking. Except it's statues. It's
Enlighten me.
pissing me off.
We should prepare.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Haha. See, we got it. Did it. Alright. Fucking, that took way too long. And probably was very cringe to watch, but we got it. We got it. Okay. Fucking, Jesus Christ. Alright.
Let's head out.
Oh, jeez. Sorry that was painful. Alright, let's beat more people up. I'm good at that. We can do that. We can beat people up, no problem. Cannot charge you? Why won't you have a charge? Fine.
Aim carefully.
Inspire courage. Alright, on clear line of sight to charge, so we'll just run up. Where are we running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, we're fine.
wretched things.
You tell him.
Attack!
There we go. That's another one. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, there's another one. I might be losing it.
This is where I step in.
Thank you for blasting him.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am
I don't think
Kaisi,
we've met.
one of the many here who
Kaisi.
seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive. I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Alright. Oh dear. More corpses on the floor here. It's not easy to wash blood out, you know. This is it, my time. I love him.
Brutus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Grotus is the god of end times, a sentient, cruel moonlit that looks down upon the boneyard and waits for the last living soul to die. When Pharasma judges the last soul as the last living body dies on the material plane, Grotus will descend to the boneyard and move on to the material plane to clean up and pack the dust away for another reality. No one really knows what Grotus is going to do once the last soul is judged, but it's generally accepted that it will not be pleasant. So that's his patron god, so as you can tell, he's a bit of a doubter. And then yeah, it's one of our first checks, and it tells us what each does and what our... I think we're gonna go diplomacy.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right.
Seems you might be right. Yeah.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Great. Thanks, Aram. Now I get to do your bar. Is that last one? Guidance, okay. So yeah, he gets a destructive smite, which is nice. I'm gonna put Bless over here. Magic Chaos. Fucking True Strike can fuck off. That is a heal. Cool. Abilities. Let's put charge on here. Oops, I did not mean to just do away with that. Where is it? That's right here. Okay. Channel positive energy, damage undead. Can't use that around Genethal, but put that on there. Treat afflictions. Cool. Alright. I think we're good. Is there anything that we need to buff him with? Let's see. Inventory. You want better armor? That's the best we got. Yeah, that's the best we got. He's got a better shield. Then check. Can I use those? That might be fun. Oh, and then we have a free hand so we can do our unharmed strikes. I might go back and respec us later so that we have nunchakus or nunchakus as our weapon proficiency. I didn't think about that. Let's do that for right now. Yeah, 1d6 bludgeoning. Yeah, let's do that. That seems fun. I guess that's the one thing about doing that puzzle that was worth it. Even though I look fucking dumb and cringe on stream. I'm gonna give you one magic missiles for right now. What level does that do it at? Magic missile also works differently in this game. It's one dart for like basically every 2 spell levels. So since it's level 1, it only does 1 hit, and it's not guaranteed to hit every time like it is in D&D. So just a fun difference. Scroll bless. Let's give that to. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to everything else for right now. I think that's probably best. Formations. Oh yeah, we probably should do a formation. So formation, it took me for fucking ever to understand this. It's based on like your character order here. So if I move him up, it'll move him, and I can like move. Yeah. Do we want to do that? How do we want to do this? Let's do this. That'll be good for now. And let them reorganize themselves. Anything else we need to leech? Anything else? Anything else at all? Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this like prologue. So I think what we'll do is finish up the prologue and call it there for the evening.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
Keston is a fucking daddy. I would do things to him. Look at that unshaven face covered with scars, blood on his armor. Huh. My oh my.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Yes, Daddy.
Keston, House Gares, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a
Damn right.
captain of the guard.
Oh, okay. Or 2.
You'll have to run through the fire. Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamande to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fate, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
Alright. Let's
Fire
go.
doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Abadar, goddess cities, laws, merchants, both. Okay, cool. Alright. So this is another cool thing that this game does. You get these like storybook scenes, and it like lets you like do like a choose your own adventure type thing, which I love choose your own adventure type like things. Choose your own adventure type things have like a special place in my heart. I used to love those books growing up. Alright, so let's read our story. And so our adventure started, earlier and much more tragic than we expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls led by Willow, and not at all by that scoundrel Tartuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but we had to get her, and we had to march to the fire literally. As we approached the burning building, and then you gotta choose. Drenched yourself water, tried to find a less dangerous passage, and covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. I don't know if like drenching yourself in water would actually help. Like, would it? I feel like you would just get like steam and like end up scalding yourself if you tried to do that. Tried to find a less dangerous passage. Sounds like there's not really time, so I'm gonna go 3. Covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling noise, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen onto our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Willow led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall. We heard someone calling from us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I had been stunned by her beauty. But now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are 2 more!" she shouted as she passed us. "They're wounded. Help me pull them out." Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Willow... So we're doing like a lawful thing, right? Like, I feel like... I don't know, I don't play a lot of lawful characters. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse. Let's say... diplomacy. That seems like a lawful thing. Or no, I feel like if you're like a lawful lord, you would like save your guards. I think we need to save them. Okay. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them and carried them away from the fire. Only did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. "Thank you. That was truly noble of you." There, see? Noble, lawful, yeah. And now, let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we'd rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall, where the battle was already in full swing. Alright! I think this is the final bit of it. It looks like somebody's fatigued, it's fine. So this is another thing, if you, like, this will matter much more later when you're traveling around the map and stuff. If your characters become fatigued or exhausted, and it goes fatigued and then the deeper tier is exhausted, you get a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. But also resting when you have like time. Oh, excuse me. Well, resting when you have time-sensitive things can also like be detrimental. So you kind of have to balance the 2 things, which is kind of fun. Okay, so we're gonna move you. And redo our formation a bit so that we have those 2. Yeah. Now we're a team. Now we're cooking. Is there anything that we want to keep on you? The other thing is each of your characters usually have like a weapons proficiency. So hers is in bastard swords. Harem's is in flail or heavy flail, so that's kind of fun. Monk proficient. I thought I took a weapons focus, so you can also have a weapon focus, which is different. Let's see, I don't think anybody else has a weapon focus. But yeah, so you can have like different proficiencies and whatnot. But yeah, let's head on in. Can we collect those? Yes, cool. This is another thing. So if you leave any uncollected loot, at the end of the area you're in or level you're in, it'll ask you if you want to collect them. And now that we have Harem and what's her face? What's her name? Valerie. Now that we have Harem and Valerie, we can hold more stuff. So we can pick up that loot now, so that's nice. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime. I'm boring. I go to bed early. I like my sleep, so definitely gonna wrap this up and probably finish up for the evening. But yeah. Help us arrive. Quick, we need to save Lady Jamandi. Okay. That's good then. So definitely with larger groups like this, I like to do the turn-based, just because it's a lot to keep an eye on while everything's going on. It definitely gives you more control over the battle itself. So I like that there's the turn-based option. We used our thing, so we don't have it anymore. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I guess I should have figured since I had the 1 on it, but I guess it just did not compute. So we're going to rush and hit him. Or charge, my bad. And we hit him very well. Okay. Charge and hit him. Nice. So this is also a really fun intro to like the strategy of this game. So like you have all your different assassins, but then you have the 3 rift channelers that are keeping Lady Jamandi like contained, and then this assassin leader. If I remember correctly, I think it was easiest to take out the assassin leader and then go take out the rift guys. So that's what we're gonna give a try here. Oh yeah, let's put up Bless, so that everybody gets those bonuses. Now we're gonna... Harm's gonna rush his little booty in. Well, not rush, but just walk up, because we used our thingy. But, you get the gist. Jamandi's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Barbuccio. Can you hit this dude with magic missile from there? Yeah, you can. Fucking mirror image. I fucking hate mirror image. Well, I like using mirror image. I don't like having enemies with mirror image. A kitty number 2. I get your shit rocked, buddy. That was not a good choice. Oh, Valerie. Valerie! Valerie is a fun, but can be frustrating character. She's very slow, she's very clunky, but when she does actually get to hit somebody, she hits very fucking hard. Yeah, see, Jamandi's fine, she's fine. Where's the other one? Only has... I'll show myself. No, let's just take this guy out first. Yeah, that was 6. So, jump ball, please. Jump ball. And yes, that's good hit.
Protect me, please.
Ooh. Probably should have healed, it's okay. It'll be fine. It's fine. Harm, please take out the Rift Challenger. Thank you. Oh, nope, don't skip that Tuccio, please. Yeah, hit this one, please. Or not, that's fine. Protection from good. Eh. Protection from good. What does that do? All allies gain 2 deflection bonus to AC, 2 to bonus on saves. Both apply against attacks made by good creatures. Okay. Interessant. Why can't you charge? Why is it not letting me charge?
Let us strike as one.
No, you're not striking at all, girl. See, Jamandi's fine. You on the other hand, girl, please fix yourself. Let's move up here, maybe.
Wretched things.
Oh my god.
Aim carefully.
Okay, mirror image at least down. So I missed twice, but it's down. Stop hitting her!
I should withdraw for a time.
No, poor Lindsay. Can you charge? Yeah, let's get this right down. Or it'll stop spawning the monsters, so that's gonna take like a barrier down, but...
Leave this one to me.
Tartuccio, come on, man.
F no.
Oh, Cowsphere, that's a fun one. This dude is just like an intro to all the like fun little things people can fuck you over with. And then she's done, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, she'll be fine, she's so fine. Tyler, please hit him. Honestly, now that the rift's down, I might just switch to live mode. Y'all can fuck this dude up. That's another nice thing, like, if you're getting to the end of the battle and, like, it's all but one, you can just, like, switch to... It's not called live mode, but I call it live mode. What do they call it? Anyways, you can switch and it's nice. Let me loot the fire gem. Thank you. I'm not overweight. Is there anything we can equip? I'm not overweight. Can you equip anything so we're not overweight, please? Oh, I guess we'll just drop these. It's fine. It's fine! Alright.
The road awaits.
Up the Jamandi. See how this goes. I probably should have
Thank
saved.
you for your
Let's
valor
save, though.
and bravery. The enemy
No,
was
it could save,
strong,
though.
but you
Okay.
were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady
Alright.
Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti.
Oh
What's
dear.
more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why she wasn't killed. The bandits
Oh dear.
recognized her as one of their own by this signet ring.
A betrayal! Who could have seen this coming? Alright, let's see if we can diplomacy our ways out.
Yes.
Nice.
Such a gambit would be typical of Iroveti and his henchmen. And yet, it still seems suspicious.
So, yeah, this is like... I was like, I don't know, we're a lawful, like, neutral character. We probably would just, like, trust him to be, like, on our side. And so I just kept the ring on, but, yeah.
There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash,
I bet my life despise anyone but this woman. I saw how she dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true
Thanks,
warrior.
Mary.
I'd go with her through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the
Love the
mug of a
spit.
spy.
So, like, the choices that you make in this, like, prologue, you'll see it like, determines which characters go with you on this quest. It's really cool.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed her true colors. She forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
So we're gonna do the lawful.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
I guess I should have read that. Forgive me for my trespass and my defense. We're in the middle of a battle and in dire need of weapons.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
Thanks, Valerie.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick she pulled right before we came in here? She knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, she dallied as long as she could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. She was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Alright, we'll do the neutral good. People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by? There we go.
Trying to save others is commendable,
Oh, we
but
failed. I mean, we succeeded too in last one. That's fine.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but she behaved decently, as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Hey, Paul.
Enough squabbling.
Rude.
I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
Alright.
Sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join
Yeah,
her team.
let's go,
Seems
Valerie.
a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Alright, have
Tartuccio's
fun.
gonna take the credit for himself and be done with
Bye.
it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
Let's go.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't
Alright.
even need to think. I'm coming with this woman. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right,
Gotta
we
love
have
her.
2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You We'll take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Alright.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
Listen, Jumanji, you could... I'm just gonna stop there.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restall
Could you
is
imagine
working
being
for
like a
Patox. But you
Jumanji
should know
Keston
that it isn't
sandwich?
just
Like,
Patox we need to worry
that would
about.
be wonderful.
The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restall. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Alright. To victory. Alright, everybody. I think that's where we'll pause for the evening.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team
Look
set
at
off to
her.
brave our fate.
Look at her.
Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Look at her. Like, barbarian mommy, just take care of me. I want her to cradle me and tell me that everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Call it for the evening. Thank you, one and all, for hanging out with me this evening. I very much appreciate it. First stream done. I only forgot to record like 6 minutes of it, so, you know, not too bad for the first time. I hope my audio was okay. But, I mean, I guess I'll find out. I'm really happy that I sat down and hit the play button finally. Alright, have a good rest of your evening, everybody. Bye.